Follow the rules, remember each one, and you will be safe. Do not, under any circumstance, say thank you. Those words mean nothing here. They simply cause others to cringe with disgust and offense. They might understand because you're human, but still, best not to risk it. Do what you can to stay together. It's easy to get separated in a place like this, but if you can keep track of each other, do it. Stay away from the dances. As enticing as they look, you won't be able to stop until you're dead. Do not eat or drink anything. At home it's safe as long as you have salt on you. But here, there's no telling what it could do to you. And the most important rule of all, if anyone offers a deal to you, and they don't name their price for what they offer in exchange, do not accept. You would think that I wouldn't have to remind myself of these rules so often, but I like to make sure they stay fresh in my memory. This place is sinister yet beautiful. It's easy to be dazzled by everything, mesmerized by what you don't think can be dangerous. But beneath it all, the bright lights, the hypnotic music, the food and the wine that all smell like paradise. There are monsters waiting to snap you up in their jaws, tear you to shreds. Vivi made it clear that she would never come to one of these. I can't say I blame her. In fact, it doesn't even surprise me. Despite what she is, despite what we are, this is more our world than it is hers. She belongs here more than we do. That much is clear. And yet, she spent so much of her life in the human world. So much more compared to us. We barely even understood it. Much less felt that it was the only place we could truly ever be safe. We didn't know back then. We didn't know there was another world. We hoped, dreamed like little kids do. Maybe we didn't dream. Maybe we just didn't realize that our fantasies would be nightmares. For a while, I almost wondered if our wishes to escape into a fantasy world like this, if they came true. If we did this. If we somehow caused what happened that day. Those were childish things to think. A foolish way of assigning blame to the wrong person. But the thought still nags at me sometimes. I wonder if it will ever go away. As long as we're here, though, I don't know that it will. As long as we are here and treated this way. Sometimes I'll still wonder if it's what we deserve. But then, I see the smug looks on their faces as they laugh at us. Hear the arrogance in their voices as they taunt us. And that thought that this is what we deserve gets shoved to the back of my mind. And I am certain that even if we do deserve this, I'm not going to let them understand that. I am not going to take it lying down. Sorry, I must have been lost in my thoughts. I didn't hear you. Did you? You? What are you doing here? What do I mean? You look like... Step aside with me for a moment, would you? Just... It's loud here. We should find a quieter place to speak if you need something. Come with me, please. You are... What are you? What do you think I mean? You don't look like they do. Surely you've noticed that, haven't you? You've noticed that people are wearing costumes here, and you're not? Listen, I need you to be as calm as possible when I do what I'm about to do, okay? Don't panic, please. I understand how this sounds, but I promise no harm will come to you. Just stay calm, okay? I am going to put this around your neck, alright? It's something that will help you, okay? Yes, it's a charm made of dried rowan berries, okay? Now, hold still. And please don't panic. Look around. Look around slowly, okay? All of this is a lot to take in, I know. But... No. I know that you are panicking. I am sorry that I had to cover your mouth with my hand. I know you don't know me. You probably don't want to be this close to me. But you need to shut the hell up. Do you understand me? All right. You can see what I am. I am not like them. I am just like you, okay? So when I take my hand away, you'd better keep your mouth shut unless you can whisper. Got it? Good. Where are we? We're in the fairy world. Have you ever heard of it? You thought that it was all just a myth. Just something out of a fairy tale book? That's understandable. Now, how did you get here? Can you tell me that? Someone ran into you while you were at the store and they invited you to a party? I see. And do you remember anything after that? Anything about how exactly you got here? you just remember suddenly being here. I see. Have you had anything to eat or drink since you've been here? Good, that's good. Has anyone tried to offer you anything? That's also good. Very, very good. What are they? Fairies. That's the general term for them. Goblins, pixies, redcaps, all those things. And much, much more. Are they dangerous? Why do you think I'm looking at you like this? Exactly. If I answer you honestly, I can't be sure that you won't start panicking again. You won't? Cross your heart and hope to die? Stick a needle in your eye? Yes. Yes, they're very dangerous. But, before you get that look on your face, they are not dangerous if you know how to act around them. Okay? As a matter of fact, I do. I do know how to act around them. I grew up here. Yes, I am human, just as I told you. But my parents were killed by my half-sister's original father, who just so happens to be a redcap. And for whatever reason, his honor dictated that he should raise me and my twin sister, even though we weren't related to him at all. So now we live here, in this world. Can we escape? There's enough going on that I should be able to get you out of here, but that isn't what you meant? What did you mean then? Can't my sister and I leave? We've talked about it with our eldest sister. She's like them, but she grew up in the human world most of her life, so she isn't quite as dangerous as the rest of them. Especially not to us. We sometimes talk about leaving this place, but be honest with yourself. If you grew up in a world where you just had to be worried about magic getting you as opposed to being in a world where you have to worry about school and calculus and taxes or whatever, wouldn't you rather stay in the magical world? I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good way of looking at it. It's a dangerous way to look at it. After all, you have a lot of humans who do want a magical life. And so they make deals with the wrong people. They don't understand what they get themselves into, and then they wind up here, in a position that will have them working until they die. Literally. What do I mean by that? I think it's best if you and I don't discuss that. After all, you do want to leave this place with as much sanity as possible, don't you? You're not so sure. What? Do you think that life will be better when you escape if you lose all touch with reality? You don't know if you want to leave now. Why is that? It doesn't seem so scary anymore. You do realize that there's a lot about this place that you don't understand. You could very well end up dead within the hour if you don't leave right now. You're willing to learn? You're willing to learn what exactly? How to survive here? Surviving is one thing. Living here and actually being happier here, that isn't going to happen. It barely happens for me and my sister. We are tormented constantly because we are human. And because people don't think that we are deserving of the benefits we get because of our father. So if you really think that that is a life that will make you happier than life in the human world, I really don't know what to say to you. Just teach you how to survive here? Fine, but if you expect me to help you escape after this because you can't handle it here, no, I won't turn you away. I was trying to convince you one more time that you should leave now, but I would never just let you stay here if you don't want to be here. So, see if you can make it through this night, and if you can, then congratulations. If not, though, I will find a way to get you out, okay? Now, as for how to survive, there are some very crucial rules that you need to know. If you have a pen and a paper or something that you can write with, I recommend taking it out now. Because even I have trouble remembering these rules sometimes. You ready? All right. Let's start with rule number 1, shall we?